Hey, there we are. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining me on your Sunday night. Who have we got? We got Mojo Jojo, Ryan Goebel, Leroy, hello mate, Mr. Thor, FS Farmer Jones, Wee Man, Mr. Hudson, good evening pal, Ron, hello mate, how you doing? Appreciate you all joining me. Alex, hello mate. So, first question, can you all hear me and see me properly, smoothly, with no jerkiness? Because I've been messing around in OBS again and twiddling a couple of settings, and one of them seems to... Everything looks alright. I've got green lights over there and over there, excellent connection. But the sound bar seems to be a bit glitchy, but I don't know whether everything else seems to be working properly, I think. Danny, good evening mate, how you doing? Danny Kishore, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yeah, can you hear me alright then? Can you hear me and see me alright? Does the game seem to be running properly, as it were? Just want to check that first, because if OBS is going wrong, then the whole thing will go wrong. Looking and sounding good. Good stuff, good stuff. Sound and vision all good. Thank you very much, Mr. T. So, evening all. How you doing? Thanks for joining me on your Sunday night. So we're just picking up, pretty much. If any of you were party to the stream last week, rain stopped play. Literally, quite timely, in a very timely fashion, because I think we were like two and a half hours or so into the stream. But yeah, so we're just going to literally crack on with that. We've got a chunk of this field. If I go into the menu here very quickly, show you what we've got left. So this is what we've got left of the cornfield to harvest. We've got a soybean harvest here to do. We've got a soybean harvest here to do. We've got a field to plant here that I'm considering to put out. We're going to put a winter wheat in there. And this field here is a field of grass that we need to get mown and picked up and put into this production system we've got here for what will be our many, many cows. So that's the plan. As for whether it works or not, we'll see. But so anyway, let's crack on anyway. Let's jump in these things. We'll get auto drive and course play up and running. I'm going to run one of them, which will be that one. Let's jump into this one. We'll turn that one on. Yeah. We want to turn the trucks on and get them automated. So how's everyone's Sunday going? You having a good one? There we go, keep that one there. And we'll jump in this one here. And get that working. And we shall trundle over to the combines and get them up and running. So yeah, how's your Sunday going, everyone? Alright, I hope. You had a good one? So I believe a few of you just come over from Leroy's stream. Yeah, I tried to be there as much as I could. Sorry, Leroy, mate. I was only there for a few minutes towards the end, I'm afraid, because as I say, I've been mincing around with this thing, trying to get this up and running. Hope it went all right. I caught you at the end trying to buy a new mower setup, am I right? There we go, though, literally where we left them last week. Quite literally. So we'll get number one running first. I'm pretty sure the courseplay course should still be loaded in. Yeah, on the left. Off you go. Just wait for that to unfold, I think. Yeah, it was good. Good stuff, mate. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Right, that one's up and running. We hit the go. Yeah, no problems, mate. I know you've got bits and bobs to do as well, Leroy. I appreciate that, mate. Lurking's all good. Scottish Jim, good evening, sir. How you doing? Hope you're well. Appreciate you joining me, mate. Joining us. Right, there we go. They're off and running, so I shall go and jump in the grain cart. Now, I was doing a bit of maths before, just establishing where we are crop-wise and what we've got in our grain dryer. I'll pop into the menu very quickly, into our production menu, because when you go to the normal menu, because of this, because of the corn dryer system that we've got, it doesn't actually show up in here. So even though we've got plenty of corn and sunflowers and dry corn, as you can see there, it says we don't have any corn, and the same for soybeans and dry corn. But if we go into our production system, we have got still to be processed, which is it is activated. We've got 567,551 litres of corn. but we have already processed 654,801 litres of dry corn. So adding those two together, never mind what we've still got in the field yet to be delivered into there, that equates to, at top price, which is for dry corn, £771, although that should be in dollars, shouldn't it? We should have time on there, and it should be... Anyway, $942,000 of crop in there when it's all turned to dry corn. That's, as I say, that's as we are at the minute. That's not including what's going to be put in there today. So it's awesome. FS Farmer Jones, you're loving these crop textures. Yeah, well, I think these are what came with the map. I don't know whether these are extra ones or, you know, ones that have been done by the map makers, River Bottom Customs. I'm unsure if these are custom crop textures or not. Are they? I think they might be. But yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a good looking map. This, it really is. It's a cracking thing. Samo Simulations, good evening, mate. I'm very well, thank you, pal. Thanks for asking. I'm all good. Hope you're all good too. So let's get ourselves prepared. Let's pull this cover back. I think I pressed the right button. Slow moving process, this cover on these trailers, but there we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm all good, thanks, Sam. All good, mate. Busy Sunday. I've literally, do you know what? I've literally been, no word of a lie, apart from the occasional pop downstairs and very quick nip to the shops once this afternoon. I've been sat in this chair since 8 o'clock this morning, mucking around with videos and editing and render. Oh, goodness me. So I've got something of a numb arse at the minute, if I'm honest. But yeah, all good, all good. The life of a farm sim YouTuber, I suppose. These videos that we make, they do take a long time to do, so there's a lot of sitting at the computer to do, but it's all worth it, isn't it? I do love this game and what comes with it. So yeah, hopefully it shouldn't. I know it does look quite big, but it shouldn't take too long. Well, it did take, I think, the whole of the last week's stream to do what's been done already in this field. Yeah. And this isn't even one of the... I mean, this is a big field, but according to what's on the map, there's a really, really big whopper. This one here, Field 42. Because I started the farm over here, I really wanted to buy this field and just have it as our field and just take pilgrimages over there to do the field work, but I thought better of it, and I thought, no, I'll just buy some land that's around the farm and make it a bit more easy. So we've got this one here. This took quite a while. No, I feel, buddy, it was the same for you yesterday, as I had a... is that a courseplay course for work? Oh, a CPO course, sorry, mate, yeah. Forgive me. There's a little heart symbol in the bottom right-hand corner of the chat there that kind of covers over some of the word. CPO course, right, I got you, mate, got you. Yeah. No rest for the wicked, as they say. Right, come on, let's get cracking with this anyway, shall we? Let's see if I can line myself up. A bit wobbly there already. There we go. Are you stopping, are you? No, fair enough. I don't mind. It makes it easier, I suppose. Makes it easier. So yeah, in my mind, for what we're going to do this evening, as I say, we're going to finish off this field, get everything into the grain dryer, and then I'm either going to attack the grass field, get the big crone mower out and set that off on a course play, and I will follow with a big pickup wagon behind it, get the grass picked up, because I've got I did explain it in, was it the last stream or the one before, but we've got a production system over here. In fact, while these two things are... Oh, you've got your light flashing already. I'll wait for you to... Oh, no, I suppose I can leave you to it, can't I? Because there is another one waiting to go, so we can leave him be for a minute. Yeah, there's a production system that I found but just as I was creating this save a couple of weeks back, and it's kind of like an all-in-one, so it's pretty cool. It essentially will deal with everything that the cows want, apart from straw, I think, just from grass. So we essentially just put the grass into this production system, I can turn grass to hay, I can turn grass to silage. Yeah, it's this thing here. So, again, going into the production systems very quickly. Where are we? Where's it gone? Yeah, field products factory. So, I can turn grass to hay, I can turn grass to silage, and then using that silage and hay, I can then create total mixed ration. So I think I'm right in saying that just from harvesting the grass and putting it in here as loose grass, I can just let time do its thing and then eventually be left with total mixed ration feed. At the minute, we've got, is it 100 cows or a couple of 100 cows, but the plan is to get more and more and more because this barn will hold 1,000 of them. So that's the idea. There we go. Yeah, we've got... ooh, there's a lot of manure there already, isn't there? We'll have to deal with that at some point. There we go. There's a setting to remove that heart. Oh, is there, mate? Right, okay, I need to... you know what? I feel like such a noob still. There's so many things I need to get sorted. But yeah, I need to... I'll find that setting somewhere and remove it. Oh, there we go. I was right. Left him to his own devices, and auto drive workers coping with that for us, which is good. Nicely done, nicely done. Mouse 2222, good evening, mate. Hope you're okay. Cheers for joining us, mate. Good to see you. Appreciate your time. Nearly put the webcam on loop so I could play FS instead. Brilliant. Ron, that cow barn is ace, mate. I have got it. It's so useful and easily accessible. Yeah, it's a whopper. I've never actually used it before. I know it's been out for a while. FSG introduced it to us, didn't he, in one of his mod review videos. Legacy Ag's mono slope cow barn. I've always wanted to be able to place it down somewhere, but I've just never had a map that had the space and the that suited it until this one came about, and I was like, right, you're having that. I'm having that cow barn tonight. So, yeah. So the plan is that we're going to fill that up, hopefully, over time. No, I don't have Maize Plus activated, because that'll make 1,000 cows an absolute nightmare, wouldn't it? I think. Pretty much. But yeah, so. Yeah, it is a beauty. It really is. But I think you've just unloaded a bit, haven't you? I will run with you for a minute. I don't want you to stop though. That's a setting I should be able to turn off. Go into here, and then into the course play menu. Stop while unloading activated. Deactivated. There we go. And we'll do the same for this one. Stop while unloading deactivated. There we go. Let's just... Where's my tractor gone? There we go. Right, okay. Mr. Barber, good evening, sir. How you doing? Good to see you. Cheers for joining us, mate. Yeah, I'm alright, thank you, pal. I'm okay. Hope you are too, mate. Just waiting for an ASDA delivery. They're always late in my experience, Asda. There we go. Whenever we've had an Asda delivery, you get a text message about 7 hours before, telling you that it's about 7 hours before, saying that they're leaving and they're on their way. Yeah, it's hours before they get there. I think you get like an automated message when they leave the warehouse distribution place, but you've still got like 50 people to deliver to before they get to you. So. That's better. On the fly. There we go. So yeah, forgive me for asking again, does the video seem relatively smooth? There's no choppiness or lag or anything like that in what you can see and what you can hear? Just because I've been fiddling with the CPU usage preset, which apparently can cause problems if it's set too high. but increasing it to what I've done apparently can increase the video quality a little bit, because I am slightly limited to my internet, but hopefully it's not too bad. Violet Pixie, good evening, mate. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you're good. Right, let's get out of this thing's way. Let him turn around. There we go. Smooth. Oh, cheers, Samo. Yeah, as long as it does look good, that's all that matters, mate. Because take the idea of it being all choppy and laggy and having to... I'm assuming I can make alterations on the fly on OBS, but as long as it's working, I know I can keep it at that, and that'll do. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think we can carry on with that, can't we? So if we get to about there... It's difficult to make smooth steering corrections with these tractors because they're on the tracks. Sorry. They're really sharp on their turns. It's quite difficult to do a smooth turn. So whenever you try and get yourself lined up properly, but hey ho. So did any of you catch FSG's stream yesterday night and or Friday? FSG's and RG's competitive multiplayer. That was pretty cool. But I'll tell you what, that one last night was brilliant if you did catch it, because he had it was his another multiplayer one. He had like 16 people on the server, community multiplayer, that's what it was. He had 16 people on the server, a couple of hundred people watching the stream, loads of people in the chat, and it was properly amazing. It really is like the peak of what FS is all about. It was mega, it really was a good watch. Alex B, good evening, pal. Good evening. Really enjoying the Court Farm series. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've just recorded for episode 58 today. That should be coming out Monday night, tomorrow night, Monday. But yeah, I'm still thoroughly enjoying making that series. It's such a... I'm sure I've said it before, but just because of the quality of the map and the detail of the map and just what you can do and what's going on there, it's like a map. It's a map you could just play forever. It really is. It's amazing. Right, okay. I think we better slow down here a bit, because Auto Drive's picked up that one, so we'll let you sit there for a minute or two. Articulated tractors are even worse. Yes, they are. They are an absolute nightmare. Made even worse if it's an articulated tractor with an articulated trailer convoy, or a dolly trailer with the front dolly wheels. They're an absolute nightmare. The big John Deere 9RX convoy that you can have with the C850 air cart and the massive planter. Try reversing that in a straight line. Awful. James Hudson, last Saturday night at 8 PM I was watching the Grain Man and PC Player Malk. Yeah, I jumped on with Grain Man and PC Player yesterday evening as well. They were doing a stream for a bit as well. I jumped on there before jumping on FSG's. That was a good one. Darticus, good evening. How you doing? Good to see you. Cheers for joining us, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. Farm Bros 0076. Hey, how's it going? It's going really well, thank you, mate. Hope you are good too. How's your Sunday? Cheers for spending your time with us on a Sunday evening, pal. Really appreciate that. We're finishing off the corn harvest that we did in the last live stream. We've got my draw distance is only at 200% here, so we can't see too much, but essentially, well, I can jump into the map PDA and show you we've got that much left to harvest in this field, and then I think for a bit of variation, because so far in these in the 3 live streams that I've done so far on this map, it's been nothing but harvest. So we're going to potentially go and sort out the grass field, which is just behind those trees over there in the distance. Get the grass mown and put all the grass into the production system to hopefully end up with some total mixed ration. We do still have some harvest to do. We've got 2 fields of soybeans to get harvested, but also we are also within the planting season for winter wheat and winter barley. I'm on 3-day months, I think. Let me just remind myself, but I'm pretty sure. All the scrolling, yeah, 3-day months. So we've got the rest of this game day and tomorrow to get some drilling done at some point. That's the plan. So yeah, a bit of winter wheat I think we'll get into the ground. That's all good. But yeah, as I said before, if any of you didn't catch me before, if you just joined us, I did a few basic maths based on what we've already got in the grain dryer over there, and before we include anything that's coming off the field in today's episode, based at top price, we've got $942,000 worth of dry corn in there. So that's going to be brilliant when we can when it comes to sell time for that. In fact, if we just going to have a quick look at the difference in prices. Dry corn. Right, so 353 is at its lowest and 771 is at its highest. So it's and that's in January. Oh, so we've not got long, to be fair. So we've only got a few months to wait, and then we can. It's almost $1 million. It probably will be over $1 million once we've got all this in there. So that's going to be amazing. What can I spend $1 million on? So we've already got a half decent amount of kit. We've got 2 trucks. We've got these 2 grain carts and tractors. We've got another John Deere over at the farm. We've got the pickup truck. I suppose I should invest it into land, shouldn't I? And maybe a forage harvester or 2, perhaps. Might do that. But and cows. We need to buy cows. Lots of cows. So we shall see. We shall see. But having a legitimately earned £1 million so quickly into a well, I don't know what episode we'll get to that on, but yeah, legitimately earned £1 million pretty quickly. That'll be that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Right, let's catch you up. There she is, Mrs. SG. Good evening, mate. How you doing? Good to see you. Cheers for popping by and saying howdy. How you doing? Enjoying your Sunday, pal. Right, let this one get to the end of the row, and I shall quickly scooch out of his way. There we go. Good to see you, mate. I think I'll go and jump on the other one, actually. Get myself filled up if I can. Make my way over to the trucks. Come on. Let's see if I can just gauge the distance and say about there. Nope. Almost. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Mrs. SG. I'm good. I'm good. Hard at it. I was just saying before, I've got something of a numb bum because I've literally been sat in this chair since pretty much non-stop since 8 o'clock this morning. I'm sure you'll feel my pain as well, being a content creator, knowing how many hours we have to spend at our desks. Right, do you know what? That'll do for me. I'm going to take you over to the truck. There we are. Hey up, Alex. How you doing, mate? I'm sure I have said hello to you before already, haven't I? Right. I'll leave the cover off for now. We'll just we'll get this tipped into the first wagon, I feel. Get all this lot rolling. How's your Sunday been, Mrs. SG? You had a good one? Right, pipe out. In fact, I don't want to tip into the second one by accident. There we go. Right, so. Goodness me. See what I mean about the steering on these things? It's hard work. If you go too fast, there we go. There we go. Excellent stuff. Long day recording today, ready for bed. Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? I kind of feel the same. The worst thing you can do before a stream is have, well, a couple of hours ago I had a massive tea. So now I've got that kind of, I'm a bit, I need perking up a bit, so I've got fizzy drink, fizzy pop to keep me going tonight. I've eaten too much. But then that's every day, isn't it, really? Knowing me. What's up? Hello, mate. How you doing? No, that's very kind of you, Mrs. SG. I do appreciate that, mate. I know you've had a long day. Good of you to come by and say howdy though, mate. Good to see you. We're going to have almost $1 million. We're going to have, well, I think we are when we're done. We're going to have over $1 million worth of dried corn in the grain dryer in here once this field's done. $1 million already. And I think that's from that's from 2 cornfield harvests on this map. How awesome is that? Good, good. What's up? Good, good. Love your username. Refraining from doing the Budweiser advert from so many years ago. Those of you of a particular age will know what I'm talking about. Been recording a lot today. 3 kids down today, so only 2 in the house. Made the most of it. Goodness me, Samo. That must be a busy house when everyone's there, eh? Yes, I know. I do love these big fields, mate. I do love the big maps. Love them. It does take a while though. Right. Let's jump on this one again. See if I can get it right this time. Right. Yay! That worked. That worked. There we are. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long, I don't think. It really shouldn't. There's not much left. I did run around and get all the loose bits around the edge that the course plane missed last week, so once this bit's done, assuming there's no straggly bits left from this patch, that will be absolutely every stalk of corn got out of this field. And that's what we want. FARMERSIM Bob, good evening mate, how you doing? Good to see you. Cheers for dropping by, pal. Hope you're well. Hope all's good, mate. Right, spin round and get out of their way. I think we'll just go and chase combines now, shall we? We'll go and get this one, get a bit out of that, and before you know it, we'll be full again. And run with this one, I suppose, can't we? Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon so. See if I can get. I think I've got the distance right. Cruise control. Ooh, not quite. Come on. Scratch over a bit to the left. There we are. That's better. Weekend of great live streams, FARMERSIM Bob. Absolutely, mate. Couldn't agree with you more. It's been a belter on it. We had Friday. We had FSG and Argsy's competitive multiplayer. That was amazing. Yeah, really funny. I love these New Zealand farmers have got an interesting way of washing their tractors, haven't they? Yeah, that was a great stream. Really was. Yeah, yesterday night's community multiplayer from FSG, that was something else, that was, wasn't it? I know I said it before, but I think he had a full complement of 16 players in, I think, on the server, plus I think the most I saw while I was there was 300, just over 300 viewers, and a whole host of us in the chat as well, and it was just like, you know, wow. This is a proper stream, this, isn't it? You know, so much going on, so many people, so many viewing, so much going on in the chat, so much going on screen. It was like mega. Hey, there he is. Oh, mate, you've been the talk of this weekend, haven't you, with your tractor cleaning style, should we say? It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Really was. Yeah, they were just saying. The weekend of FARMERSIM Bob was just saying there, a weekend of great live streams, and that's all thanks to you and FSG Argsy, so I appreciate it, mate. A good weekend's entertainment, especially hanging a tractor off a cliff, or pretty steep river's edge, anyway. We've all done it. We've all done it. To be fair, I'm surprised it stayed there for so long. It was hanging there for ages, wasn't it? FARMERSIM physics and all that. Anyway, good evening, Args. Hope you're well, mate. Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping by. J-Star, good evening, pal. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Appreciate you dropping by, mate. We really are nearly finished, aren't we? Doug Barber, I guess I need to get off my hands and get this map downloaded and give it a go. I love big grain farming as long as I can get some cows going as well. Well, I've done that, mate. There wasn't, I'm sure there are places for cows on this map, but I decided to go right ahead and place down Legacy Ag's massive whopper. So, yeah, we're going to have many more. I think I've got 100 or, yeah, 100 I've got at the minute, but the plan is to fill that cow barn with its maximum of 1,000 if possible. I was hard in reverse, which was saving it the second I stopped. Oh, is that what it was? Right, forgive me. Okay, right. Oh, it was great. But the funny thing was, well, on top of that bit anyway, when you were actually talking about somebody crashing at the time or something, there was some kind of ironic thing that happened at the same time, wasn't there? And then you ended, or were you reading the chat or something, and what you were reading was talking about crashing or something like that. Before you know it, there you are. Dunk. The series between you and Mrs. SG is phenomenal. I'm enjoying it a lot, especially as most of the work is uncut and we can see you both having a great... Oh, cheers, Ron. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, we've been, just because of life and, you know, getting in the way, we haven't had the chance to get back on with that yet. We are possibly hoping to get together, hopefully this week, if we can, possibly on Tuesday, if it all goes well, potentially to get and do a live stream if we can. Don't hold us to it yet because life can still get in the way. It's really difficult. It's really difficult getting two people together, isn't it? And when we've both got such busy schedules. But yes, so apologies that we haven't had an episode out for a few weeks. Obviously, it's been hectic. We've had all the best intentions, but it's really nice reading something like that, mate. So cheers, Ron. I appreciate it. It's very happy that you're enjoying it, mate. We will get back to it. He was giving FSG crap about going in the river at the exact moment he went. Is that what it is? Brilliant. Just brilliant. It made for some cracking entertainment, that's all we can say. Oh, hello again. Right. Looks like we're done here. Field finished, so... I think I can... I might mess things up here if I can empty you. Have I got enough space to empty you? Possibly not. So what am I at? 82%. Yes, I know I'm in your way, I'm in your way, I'm in your way. Sorry. Right, you're empty. Good stuff. And I'm at 90%, so... You're folding up, so let's... I think, actually, just to be safe, I can now move this one out of the way so the auto drive driver comes and picks him up and doesn't get fouled by another harvester. Right, I'll leave that there for now. So we'll go and take this over to the truck. Well, that didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought it would, to be fair. That's good. Half an hour. Not bad at all. So, we shall go and get all this tipped. We'll get everything tidied up and back over at the farm. And then the next job we shall endeavour to take on, I think, will be a massive grass mowing session, I think. Which will be nice and simple. I can run the Chrome Big M150, I think it's called, on Courseplay, and I'm going to run behind in a tractor with the big pickup wagon, picking up the grass rows and putting them, going back into the production system. It is a really big field. It's a fast-moving mower, I know that. I think it runs at about 15 miles an hour, so hopefully, touch wood, it shouldn't take too long, although it'll take me a long time to pick it all up after. I'm sure it'll be finished long before I am. But that's all good. All got to be done. How do I find the FPS and making content on Tahitian? Well, have FARMERSIM Bob, have you watched the latest episode that I put out on it? You know how well, a few episodes ago I did a big thing where I removed a load of trees and made my big field bigger. Well, I've kind of done that on a much bigger scale in the last episode, because the whole tree thing drives me round the bend, just because FPS is, I mean, it sits, if I'm lucky, it'll be somewhere high 30s, early 40s, if I'm fortunate. What I've been doing recently is getting rid of as many trees as possible. Now, I don't use Giants Editor. I have no idea what to do with that black magic stuff. So I've been using, either deleting them with the chainsaw and the thingy mod, the tree cutter, was it? Lumberjack mod, or I have just realised that you can use the map objects hider mod to remove trees, so you can just run up to a tree and press H and enter and it deletes the tree. So that's essentially what I've done as a quick fix to remove as many trees as possible, in a vain attempt to increase my frames per second, just so that I can make videos look a bit better, because it is very jerky, because it is very tree heavy, isn't it, to be fair. Argus's got a series on Tahitian as well, so I'm sure he feels the pain as well. Not knowing exactly what computer system you've got, it's still, I think with any computer system though, FS is a funny game, isn't it? Regardless of whether you've got a £20,000 super duper ridiculous computer, FS will still suffer. It will still run rough if you're on a map like Tahitian, which has got a billion trees on there. Can you also do... yes, I think you can do stuff with EasyDev, Ron. I think you can. I haven't done anything in that respect with EasyDev. I think I've just personally found it a bit quicker doing it with either the Lumberjack mod with my chainsaw, or simply just using, as I discovered mid last episode as I was recording it, the map objects hider mod. It actually removes the tree. It's such a shame there isn't the need for the trees to be as dense as they are. Map wouldn't suffer with less. No, I completely agree, Args. It's a beautiful map. It really is. It's a wonderfully immersive map. But that's why I've gone through what I believe to... Oh, look at that. You know what? Sorry, I'm just going to have a go and have a quick look at that. Oh, that's close, that, isn't it? That'll do for me. Yeah, it is a shame, but that's why I've tried so hard to get rid of all the as many trees as I can. The delete object command. Does that... So, Args, the delete object command, obviously, I'm assuming you're talking about in there, in the thingy menu, whatever you call it. Does that just delete what's in front of you, what your cursor is pointing at? Controlled deforestation. Yes, exactly, Mrs. SG. That's what it is. I'm going to flick through to the machinery here because it's taking way too long. Right. I'm going to jump in you now as well. There we go. In EasyDev. Yeah, does that just delete the thing that's in front of you at the time, I take it? Or yeah, it just does the same thing without having to go into EasyDev, I suppose. That's the... I can just walk up to a tree, like... I think if I do it here now, you can just walk up to a tree and press H, and you just go yes or no. And I've just been doing that repeatedly. About literally several thousand trees, one after... And the bushes as well. You know, those American elm bushes that can be sometimes quite hidden deep in the ground. They can be quite difficult to remove. But all I'll say is that was several hours of my life that I won't get back. But now around my farm, it runs mid-50s now, FPS, which is way better. So, rough with the smooth, but obviously for the sake of what is a bit of a role-play story-ish thing, I've now got, I will have a massive field to play with, which I haven't created yet. I've got to go and get a plough and create the field, but it is going to be an absolute whopper. So I'm looking forward to that now. It's I must admit, because of the way the map was running, I'm a bit funny like that. The map was running a bit rough, and I was starting to lose interest in it a bit, which I couldn't have because I was, you know, I'm only a few episodes into the series, but it's very difficult. It was just becoming a bit of a thing for me, but I've managed to rekindle my love for it by giving myself this plan of complete deforestation as far as the eye can see. Yeah. Ah, when you mentioned it before, I downloaded it and had a look. Many of the trees are tripled and quadrupled to add to the foliage density. I may go through the map and thin it out. Oh, Mr. Thor. Do you know what? Funny you should say that, because I did find, throughout my many hours of walking around deleting trees, I did find there was trees that were on top of trees and bushes that were on top of bushes, and I thought, well, this can't be helping the whole performance of the map thing. I don't fully understand why. I mean, I'm not anyone to... I'm no map maker by any sense of the word, so... right, let's just send you... Right, we can just send you to Tip now, can't we? Tip at my grain silo, please. Where's my farm? Central farm silo. Off you go. Where's the other truck? Right. Let's just... Central farm silo. You just go do that there. There we go. Okay. Flick between machinery. Right. Let's get the combines home. Get everything tidied up. This might take a few moments, so bear with me. Yeah, it'd be interesting that, Mark. I must admit, it's I'd love to be able to know what I'm doing with Giants Editor, because I'd be able to do all this stuff myself, wouldn't I? But one of the many things I've got a list of things I need to get my head around. Giants Editor and Discord. Those are the two main things I need to fully understand. But yeah, to be able to just jump into the map i3D file and just delete trees or whatever it is that you can do, it'd be like, oh sweet, that'd be amazing. Yes. Set up a GoFundMe page to pay for therapy for repetitive strain. You're absolutely right, mate. Yeah. It was getting quite repetitive, I must admit. It was a laborious task. Let's just say that. Right. Let's send you via auto drive to my imaginatively named central farm. Being it in the centre of the map. You can do that. Let's move that off there. There we go. Yeah, I need to catch your new series, Mrs. SG, your 200 horsepower challenge. I need to give myself a bit of time to catch up on a few episodes from a few creators out there, you being one of them. I do like the idea of a 200 horsepower challenge, it's pretty cool. You enjoying it so far? No Man's Land as well, the OG of starter fresh maps. You enjoying it? You're a rebel. You are rebel without a cause. Right, so yeah, I think we're going to go and have a go at doing some grass work, I feel. It's going to be next on today's stream. Get the big mower out, get that into the field, get that running, and I shall jump into our New Holland T7, hitch up the pickup wagon. Do exactly that. Pick up. So, but first I do want to get tidied up, get everything back to where it belongs, put stuff back in the shed. Everything does need a clean off, but we'll do that. Although we can do that in the workshop, because the workshop's got a jet washer inside, but I'll do that. I will be doing that on the stream. I'll do that between episodes. But it is awesome that having the jet washer in the workshop, you can just tidy everything away, park everything up, and just wander around and clean everything. And repair everything in one go from one point. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. In fact, we'll do you as well, and I shall... Dum, dum, dum. I know it's not far, but I'm just being lazy. Right, so... £5,117 in wages. Well... Needs must. Oh, sorry, Mrs. SG. Is it Calmlands? Why did I think it was No Man's Land? I thought that's what came up trumps in your vote. Forgive me, I got that one wrong, didn't I? I voted for No Man's Land. Right. You go there. Just about. And then we'll get this one and squeeze that one in. No Man's Land, I think I will start once I finish the 200 horsepower challenge so I can keep my mind fresh between the two. Oh, cool. Okay. Do love No Man's Land. The OG of blank maps. Right. You fit just about there. Nice. And then let's go get the trucks. Squeeze them in. Gotta have a tidy farm, ladies and gentlemen. Don't like leaving stuff scattered around. Is anyone else like that, or are you happy to? Are you happy to leave things lying around, or do you like to be organised and put things back where they belong? I'm talking about two different things, Leroy. What am I talking about, mate? I suppose I'm always talking about two different things, aren't I? Scatterbrain. AI Farmer, good evening, mate. How you doing? Good to see you. Cheers for coming by. Hope all's good. Hope all's good. Right, there we go. One in. Get the other one. There we go. Yeah, what, jog me memory, Leroy, what two different things am I talking about, pal? Spotted dodgy reversing there. He's quite good at getting these things in here first time. Live stream nerves, clearly. There we go. Tuck that in there nicely. Good stuff. Oh, 200 horsepower and No Man's Land, two different series. Right, forgive me. Yeah. No, I know. I was getting mixed up. I thought her 200 horsepower challenge was on No Man's Land. So I think that's where I was getting mixed up. Look at that, though. I do love a nicely stocked, packed workshop, don't you? There we go. Stick all that in there, nice and tidy-ish. Ooh, can't have a not straight trailer. There we go. It's a good job we've got those nice grates on the ground to align ourselves to. Excellent. There we go. Now I can commence with the grass cutting. Does anyone know how to fix the LUA memory problem? What's the problem, AI Farmer? Don't get me wrong, I'm almost certain I don't know how to fix an LUA memory problem, but I'm obviously being a keen farm sim player and content creator, I always like to be aware of problems that can occur if they do. What's the LUA memory problem? What does it do? How does it manifest itself? Keen to know that. Sounds like a bad mod. Must admit, Mr. T, I think in my experience with this game so far, almost every problem that occurs, regardless of what it is almost always down to a bad mod. Regardless of what the characteristics of the problem are. Game crashing, game freezing, not loading, not, you know, maps not working, this, that and the other. It's like bad mod, bad mod. It's always a bad mod. The best mod I've ever found is a placeable workshop trigger with the 2 yellow bars. Every time you drive equipment through it, they get a jet wash and repaired on the go. It helps speed things up. Ah. Oh, yeah, I think I know the one you mean, Mr. B. Yeah. I think I did have that particular mod a while ago. Being a car... I'm a hobbyist car detailer in real life, though, so I don't mind the jet washing of things. I doing it quite regularly in real life anyway. Right, here we are. This massive grass field. So I know that the courseplay course that I want, I have already created. Now this is field 46. It's that one. Load up. First waypoint, I believe, is way on the other side of the map. On the other side of the field, sorry. So we should trundle over there first. In the log says LUA memory getting dangerous for PS4 or something along those lines. Thanks, man. I'll give it a test. Is this on PS4? AI Farmer. I don't think you could do all this kind of stuff on a PS4, could you? Right. Do you know what? We'll just let you go. I'm going to jump in this wee beastie that we haven't used yet. What's the mod you use for the weights on the front of your tractor on Court Farms? If you don't mind, I don't mind you asking at all, Alex. Ask away, mate. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you what they are right now. I don't have them installed on this game. I used to have this one. Oh, in fact, this is one of them. Forgive me. This is one of them. It's a Fendt 2,500 kilogram weight, and it's got this additional rope that you can equip it with. I've always liked this front weight. I think it just, because of the rope, it just looks awesome, and it's, you know, 2,500 kilos, so it's got a bit of mass behind it, which is excellent. And I do have I've got another mod, another front weight for the Massey, don't I? I couldn't tell you which one that is, I'm afraid, off the top of my head. Some mods get a memory warning for console as the poly count can be high. Okay. I see. Right. The Great Grass Pickup of 2024 begins. This is going to take quite a while, I feel. Oh, you're on PC, AI Farmer, right? Forgive me, mate. Sorry, I just thought when you said something about a PS4, then I thought I was getting a bit confused because I didn't think you could look into logs and codes and stuff with a PS4. Right. So let's get that drop down, turn you on, and get Pickering uppering. I do hope all this works properly. Mrs. SG, are you still there, mate? Because you're an absolute whiz with production systems. I've got a production system on this map at the minute that I've placed that I think, right in saying I should be able to do everything for the cows, starting just with this grass here, and I'll be able to turn the grass to hay, turn the grass to silage, and then that hay and silage I can then distribute and turn into total mixed ration, I think, which is awesome. Hey, there you are. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm right in saying I can do that. It's one mod, and am I correct in saying that you can use the outputs of the systems of any of one mod? And I'll show you. Forgive me, I'm waffling nonsense here, aren't I? And I've got nothing nearby, so let me just go to the... I can do it in the menu, can't I, you gibby? Mrs. SG, in this production system here, this field products factory, I can, from the grass that I'm currently now picking up, I can turn grass to hay, I can turn grass to silage, and am I correct in saying that I'll be able to use that hay and that silage and turn and create total mixed ration? So essentially just put grass in, and throughout this whole product system here, just basically be left with TMR. Is that, am I right in thinking I can do that just by going to by setting it to distribute? Is that correct? Does that sound like it's sounds about right? I'm useless, aren't I? That's the one thing I've not spent a huge amount of time doing in my entirety of playing FARMERSIM 22 is exploring what the production systems can do. So now I'm doing all this YouTube content creating and stuff. I need to get better at it. Correct, but put hay and silage to distribute. Yes, yeah, so I'm right. Yeah, I put hay and silage to distribute, and that'll just immediately go into the TMR production side of it and activate all three. Awesome sauce. Cheers, dude. Yes, thought so. But that's pretty cool, though, isn't it? So essentially, just from this massive field, mowing the grass and picking it up with this trailer. Excuse me. I can just essentially click a few buttons and in X amount of time have a buttload of TMR to feed the cows. It'd be pretty cool. I hope. Yeah, it does. It does look like a smart mod. It's pretty cool. I can't remember where I found it from, and I think I searched for it frantically before creating this series because I wanted to find something that could cope with feeding 1,000 cows. I'm going to have in my big cow barn. Hopefully, one day. There we go. 81%. Huge time saver and good for stories. Absolutely, yes. That's again one of the main reasons why I picked it. Massive time saver, because most of my time is going to be spent out in these gargantuan fields. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, I'm full. Right, let's go and deliver the first trailer load of grass and get this thing working. You have a silo that does TMR and a load of maize plus stuff as well. Ah, okay. You're like a mod wizard, though, aren't you, Mr. Thor? You've got something for everyone, haven't you? I caught you over on Leroy's stream earlier, and I think you were like, you said, "Oh, I've got I think you were telling him about a particular windrower that you had, and peddling your wares, as it were." It's all good, mate. It's all good. Right. Oh, See, I was turning the corner and I glanced over at the chap. Span into a tree. Crash counter 1. Doesn't happen often. But yeah, Mrs. SG, if you haven't seen them already, check out my cow barn. There's only, I think there's only 100 in there at the minute, but this thing takes 1,000. Absolute whopper of a thing. Right, so I don't think it matters which side. Does it matter which side I go in? I better check, haven't I? Let me just put these things on first. Yes, it does matter what side I go in. So, good job I checked. No, it's all good, Mark. Don't you worry, mate. You can't help it. Right. Grass. There we go. It is, isn't it? That's what she said. Ha 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 ha. Right, so now I'm putting grass in, so we can go to our field products factory. Right. Activate. Yes. Activate. Yes. And now I need to turn... So, hay needs to go to distributing. Silage needs to go to distributing. And total mix ration needs to activate and store. Does that look correct, Mrs. SG? So hay and silage is distributing, total mix ration is storing, obviously, because I want that. Oh, but it does work. Look, I've already got 60 of it. Bloody hell, it's all right. That's going quickly, isn't it? That was the Mrs. First. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. Many, many. That's what she said, jokes. Yeah, it does work. There we go. Yeah, so hay, silage, TMR. Job done. Right, well, we're going to have a huge... And how much does it hold? 1.6.5 million, so... Brilliant. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have loads of TMRs once this is done, I feel. And grass grows quickly, so this might be a regular thing. Although I think what I may do at some point in the future is put all this and automate it all. Because I've done a whole auto drive network. The whole thing is wired in via auto drive and all that stuff. So I could, if I wanted to, automate this whole thing. Lazy farming. Just watched a video Mighty Mike posted today where he placed 10 of those cow barns on Midwest Horizon. 10,000 cows he's going to try and run. Do you know what, Mr. Barber? I think I remember seeing the thumbnail for that earlier. That's a very brave thing to do. 10,000 cows. Does he have Maize Plus on? Because that would be crazy if he does. Because I believe that the quantity of food that Maize Plus makes your cows need is ridiculous, I believe, is it not? That's why I don't. That's one of the reasons why I haven't got Maize Plus running here. Right, I think we're on this one now, aren't we? There we are. Yeah, that mower doesn't half work fast, does it? Drop that down, turn you on, cruise control, aim straight, boom. There we are. I like the Farm Factory mod when I use that barn. You got the same one, Ryan? The same Farm Factory mod thing that I've got running there? That would be a crazy coincidence if you do. About 8 times more food. Oh, so that's Maize Plus mark, is it? About 8 times more food. Yeah. Maize Plus can stay deactivated as far as I'm concerned, especially on this one. Maybe I've got Maize Plus activated in real life because I eat too much food. need to remember that mistake actually next time I do a live stream. Don't eat huge amounts of food a couple of hours before you go live. Without multiplayer running, that will be ridiculous on food required. Yeah, it really will, won't it? It really will. Oh, okay. No, I've not watched it yet. Doug. So it was just a quick time lapse video. What was it? Not realistic. It can be edited though. Everything can be edited, can't it? I did that with a BGA mod that I've just installed on Court Farms actually. Placed it down and the numbers were really small, and I thought I'm going to be maxing that out in a matter of minutes, so I stuck a couple of zeros into the XML and hey presto, it's now working as I like it to work. Okay, you've got a different one, have you, Ryan? It's called Farm Factory. It has 2 buildings that you can use. Oh, okay. All does the same thing though, I guess, doesn't it? 40 million litres per year. 40 million litres. Goodness me. I mean, that's a whole series in of itself, isn't it? Just keeping the cows fed. 40 million litres, that's incredible. If you're Mark Thor, everything can be edited. Del the Gamer, good evening, mate. How you doing? Good to see you. Hello, mate. Cheers for dropping by. How's STRIX? I like Mark Thor's pickup wagon with the million-litre capacity when I'm doing big grass fields for TMR. Well, I suppose I should have thought about that before doing this, shouldn't I? I'm going to be making many, many trips back and to. All you can think about is the manure and the slurry. Yeah. Imagine how much of that's going to come from 10,000 cows. That is crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. In fact, I need to have a check at the cow barn that we've got here at the minute, actually, because they've got a particularly large pile of poop already in there, so that needs to be dealt with. You're on holiday in Germany at the minute. Oh, very nice, mate. Very nice. So yeah, if I just very quickly just pull up to the outside of the cow barn, it should tell me. It is a beautiful mod though. Got to give it to Legacy Ag for the quality of this thing. 59,561 litres out of a total 1.5 million that it can hold. Right, okay. They haven't produced any milk yet though, have they? Haven't they produced any milk yet? The health's at 100%. I've got 200. I thought we only had 100. They've got food. They've got straw. They're producing slurry and manure, but 0 milk. Get making milk, you lot. I'll be lazy. So why aren't my cows producing milk, peeps? Am I missing something? I always tend to miss something. It's usually something really straightforward, but they've got everything they want. Their health is at 100%. Nothing's low. Why aren't they making milk? Pray tell. Staying in a house in the countryside. Very nice, Del. Very nice. German countryside of all the countrysides. How long have they been in there? The cows? They've been in there... I want to say... not more than a month. Do they need to be... what's their age? Right, let's go into the cow menu. 12 months. Yeah, yeah. I think I bought them at 12 months old. Yeah, I think I bought them at I bought 12-month-old cows because I thought that they got on right away with the job of producing milk. Oh, they're not old enough? Oh, okay. How old do they have to be to make milk? Is it 18 months? So I was hoping to make a pretty penny on that milk, ASAP. They need to be 18. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I shall put on my patient hat and wait for a few months. Yeah, this grass field is going to take some serious time, I feel. Ah, well. Yeah, like I say, I shall put my patient hat on. Either way, we need to make this TMR for them, don't we? And lots of it. Drop down, switch on, cruise control, boom. There we go. There we go. Right. Now I could download that fertilizer production that takes slurry or manure and turns it to solid fertilizer, then you set it for sale and fund all your projects. Yeah, that's that. I've got that one. I've got a fertilizer production on Court Farms, haven't I? That little building. Takes slurry or manure and turns to solid fert, then you set it for sale and fund all your projects. That's not a bad idea, is it, Mr. Barber? Not a bad idea at all. Although, to be fair, when it comes to making money, as I said before, once we've got this dry corn dried off and ready to, in January, in a few months' time, it's going to be north of a million. In fact, let's have a quick pop into the thing and have a look. We're going to be north of 1 million litres there. £1 million, sorry, dollars. So 664,000, so call it 665,000 litres of corn, plus 684 of already dried corn. It's 1.2 million, isn't it? That's a lot. 1.3. Yeah. It's a lot of money's worth. That's all I'm gonna say. A huge amount of money's worth just from the dry corn alone, let alone the soybeans, whatever we get off the whatever we get off the out of the soybeans will be sold as well at the right time. There we go. 60% full. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a good idea that, Mrs. SG, isn't it? Of Mr. Barber's. I think it might be a consideration, to be honest. To be fair. As Mr. Omsko has just pointed out. Do I say that a lot, Bent, do I? It's just something that a lot of people around here say, I think. To be fair. You'll have more slurry and manure than you can spread on your fields eventually. No, you're right. Yeah, I will. I do have a manure spreader and a slurry spreader, which I do intend to put to use on the fields if I can, because the cost of fertilising these fields is going to be immense. Very British. Yep. There's a reason for that. John Giblin, good evening, mate. How you doing? Very well, thank you, sir, for asking. Very well, thank you. Hope you're good too. Appreciate you dropping by and saying hello. Hope you're good. Enjoying your Sunday. Yeah, this is going to take a very, very long time. Can't wait for me and Mrs. SG to do our Court Farm series again. Well, hopefully, mate. Hopefully, touch wood. assuming nothing gets in the way, there might be something for you this coming week. Possibly Tuesday evening, quite possibly. We've got a bit to catch up on down there, haven't we, mate? A couple more little strip fields to get harvested, which will take a matter of minutes. And if I remember correctly, we're going to have a bit of straw to get picked up. We've got a grass field to get harvested and baled up into silage. Yeah. And a load of banter to have at the same time. There we go. I like it because you have all the fertiliser you need for your crops. The mod I have lets you do solid or liquid fertiliser. It's a fantastic mod. Yeah, it sounds like a good one, mate. I think I did do some Googling and I think I found pretty much 2 similar mods. One of them is the one I put on Court Farms, which is a British feeling small building. But on this map, I think I could definitely do with something much bigger, physically and with the capacity as well, just to allow for some silly big numbers, because the fields that we have here are going to take some massive numbers. Absolutely, mate. Court Farms always keeps us busy, doesn't it? It does. Right. You know what, just out of curiosity, I'm just going to flick to the mower. It's still got 52 minutes worth left on it there. And that's going quite quickly. Wow. Wow, okay. Is the stream looking alright, everyone? Because I got a message up. Goodness me, I've never seen that before. Since changing my settings on OBS before, I've got over 6,000 dropped frames, apparently. Has it been a bit jerky or glitchy at all? 6,311 dropped frames apparently, but yet I've got an excellent connection and everything's in green. Don't like the sound of that. I need a better internet connection, but at the minute it's not feasible, unfortunately. Goodness, Pete, sounds like you got your hands full there, pal. I appreciate you trying to watch the stream in between dealing with your son, mate, being sick. Goodness me. Could be a long night for you. Yes, mate, it really could. I feel for you there, mate, I really do. Sending you my best. Ooh, that reminds me, actually. Well, it's something I meant to say in the last stream. Actually, I wanted to send all of our love and best wishes for a speedy recovery to one of mine and Mrs. SG's viewers, Peter Cartman. He was involved in a bit of an accident, a road accident, a couple of weeks ago, and I think he's quite seriously hurt in hospital. I believe he said at one point he was in a coma. So, Peter, mate, if you're watching, seriously, from all of us watching here in the chat. And especially from myself and Mrs. Sim Gamer, mate, sending you a massive bout of love, mate, to get yourself better and get recovering fast, mate. I do hope you get sorted ASAP, pal. Really sorry to hear about what happened to you, mate. Alright, 67% through. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I hope your wee man gets better soon, Pete. There's nothing worse than a sick child, is there? Right, where are we now? 88, 89. This is going to take a lot of time, I feel. Oh, going off course. Oh, I'm at 100%, that's why. Trying to read the chat at the same time. It's never going to work, is it? When we get over there, actually, we'll just have a look to see what we've got leakage-wise and how quickly this production system works. The connection is clear on your side of the pond. Cheers, Doug, mate. Thanks, pal. Yeah, the I don't know when those 6,300 dropped frames occurred, but it's still sat at 6,311. So I don't know whether that was just something that happened in one big batch or not. I don't know, but why aren't I using additive? Because I forgot. And I'm not turning this into silage. This is just loose grass going into the production system, which the production system turns into silage. So I'm not sure what. I don't think that would make any difference to me, would it, if I had silage additive in or not? It's just grass. Is that correct or not? I don't know. I'm again not too sure. But there we go. Let's get you in there. And have a quick look see in here. So 160,000 litres we've put in already. And we've already got 8,000 litres of total mixed ration. Something tells me we're going to be okay for total mixed ration. Yeah, no, right, I must admit, Ryan, yeah, it's something that, again, that had slipped my mind when I was buying all the equipment, thinking what I might need. I just thought, oh, I need a big pickup wagon to pick up the grass. Purchase, done, park it in the shed. Didn't think about it. It gives me bonus grass. Oh, okay, well, I'll certainly consider getting some for the future. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I don't need to worry about... Oh, no difference for grass. Yeah, I thought it... excuse me. I thought it was... I thought the silage additive just increased the amount of silage that it can create. I don't know. I'm not going to be shy of litres of grass, though, am I? Looking at this. I really don't think. Drop that down, turn you on, cruise control, and we're at it again. I think I will be good for grass all the time, yeah. This is going to be a crazy amount. In fact, let's just see what the... Okay. If we go into the precision farming map, so yield 85%ish, something like that. Expected yield 82. Yeah, so we're in the 80s. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Use silage additive, then tip to ground. When you pick it up again, it won't all fit in the trailer. Repeat the process for free grass. Ah, okay. I mean, that's definitely a good call, Mr. Thor, for slightly smaller amounts of grass. Oh, Mrs. SG. Thank you, mate. That's very kind. You didn't have to do that. Really appreciate that, dude. Very kind of you. Yeah, that's a good little tip, Mr. T. Gonna head off now, mate. Hope you have a great rest of your stream and night for the chat too. Cheers, Ron. Appreciate your time, mate. Thanks for joining us. Good man. Good to see you. Hopefully see you in the next one. Nice one, mate. Where's that mower? Oh, is the mower finished? Is he mowing? Is he... No, of course it's not finished. There's gaps in between where I'm up to here. Nowhere near finished. It just looked like he was stood still for a second. Why is he stood still? Oh no, he's turning around. No worries, Mrs. SG. Thanks for coming by, mate. Appreciate your time. Good to see you. See you later. Catch you on the WhatsApp tomorrow, no doubt. There we go. That's good of her to call by. She's been very busy today in the last few days. Right. Getting a bit worried that me doing all this is getting a bit tedious for you all, because it's just driving in a straight line, isn't it? Should I pack this in and go and jump in the harvesters and do a bit of soybeans for the last half an hour of the stream, or should I carry on doing this? You tell me what you want me to do. Because this is just going back and to and up and down in a straight line, relatively mundanely, isn't it? Missed a bit there as well. I could automate this actually, couldn't I? I could put this on the horseplay and auto drive and get it to do its thing. Assuming that my auto drive course will drive through the production system gates neatly with this big trailer. I don't know. You've got your work cut out for you, Mr. Mower. Where are you? So you've still got 40 minutes left. Big fields equals big time, doesn't it? Oh, done it again. Managed to catch it. No worries, FS Farmer Jones, mate. Good to see you. Appreciate your time, mate. Appreciate you calling by and saying hello and spending time with us, mate. Good man. Save soybeans for the next stream, says Ryan. Okay, mate. Yeah, to be fair, it sounds like a good idea, to be honest. Try and do one big job per stream. We'll see what we can get out of the grass field in when we get to a 2-hour mark, I reckon. There's that. There we go. It's 50,000 litres a time. Where are we at now with it? Dun, 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 dun. So much scrolling. 10,000 litres. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. There you see, because I bought myself a milk tanker there to park the milk about. I haven't made any yet. Every time I look at that cow barn now, I'm now thinking of Mighty Mike having 5 of them and doing 10,000 cows. I'm going to have to get that little video of his watched and get a grasp of what that must be like. I've never done anything of that size. That's the biggest cow barn I've ever used in Farming Simulator, and I've only got 200 cows in there. Goodness knows what that's going to be like when they're when we get a load more. Maybe try cutting a few trees down for a while. No. Yeah, after Tahitian, I've definitely had enough of trees. American elms, to be precise. Tree after tree after tree. I think next time I do a stream as well, I need to remember to open a window because it's damn hot in here. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get this field done in tonight's stream, that's for sure. No way. Yeah, we're having tree nightmares, yeah. Well, I did, to be fair, I did that. That whole thing that I did was released in the video that I was released on Wednesday, just gone. And it took me 2 days to make that episode, essentially, which was mainly harvesting. I'm babbling on and showing you all the newly created area of field. It is massive. What am I drinking tonight, James? I'm the usual, mate. Council Pop and Fanta. Nothing exciting. I don't really do much booze, even though I've got a drinks cabinet that is sponsored by Jack Daniels downstairs, which is literally rammed to the hilt with every variant of Jack Daniels that you can think of. I don't do much boozing. Yeah, especially not while I'm streaming to the internet. That won't end well. Yeah. Wouldn't end well at all, I don't think. Right, I think we'll... I may as well take that at 95 just so it's a bit easier. Well, imagine how long this field would have taken to mow if I'd gone with an old small John Deere butterfly mower. Goodness me. I'm glad I picked that thing. The joys of setting up a stream with infinite money. JD, was your drink of choice when you did? Yeah, mine too, mate. It's nectar. The Tennessee honey one as well. That's the... I could drink that till the cows come home. Yeah, lovely stuff, but I haven't touched any booze like that for quite a couple of years now, I think, to be fair. I think I've not had a drink for. Not for any reason, you know, just not interested. I'm the only one with a driving licence in my house, you see, so... not that I need to go anywhere all the time, but just in case, it's one of those things, isn't it? I've just never really bothered with it anymore. I think the last time I had a proper drink, was my 40th birthday. And I'm 42 now. Nearly 43. I think. Yeah. Old. Yeah, that dropped frame number hasn't increased, so it's not something that's happening constantly, so I'm assuming that's just something that happened once, maybe? Oh. Remember not to turn corners too fast with this thing. Go, drop down, turn on, cruise control. I'm 4 years younger than you, Ryan. There we go. I bet I don't look it. We're going to do very well off this field, I feel. Very well indeed. I think next time I do harvest this field, though, it is going to be done automated, I feel. For sure. Put my course play an auto drive course to the test. I know I did get asked yesterday if I knew of anywhere that there was an auto drive course for this map, and I was they've offered mine up, but it's not. It's mine isn't a full map's worth of auto drive. It's just the bit around my farm at the minute. The stream had a few little stutters for over a 2-minute period, but otherwise perfect. Oh, okay, interesting. Right, well I might, for next time then, I'll dial back a little bit more one of the settings that I changed, just to see if that will help improve things. It's so difficult though, having so many things to think about, because obviously I know that the main thing that governs the quality of your internet, of the stream, is the internet connection. And it's not a bad internet connection, but I know the little lad's next door playing his online games, shooting people in the face all night, so he's talking on his PlayStation, playing, I think it's Destiny he plays a lot of. I'm sure Mrs. FARMERSIM's downstairs watching something through the internet. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? The demand on each, and it's not a bad internet connection. We've got like a 70 meg download speed, but the problem with this is upload speed, and I think the upload speed at the minute is 17 or 18 meg, I think. So it can be better, obviously, but there's nothing I can do about that right now at the minute, just because of circumstances. So I believe that this is the best quality that I can get out of a stream at the minute. So, which bothers me, because I'd love to be able to stream in like 4K, super crisp and clear. That'd be way cool. Right. But hopefully, generally as a rule, it's reasonably watchable. Yeah, I've got a face for radio too, Ryan. There we go. Another 50,000 dropped off. That bump coming out of the field looks like... Yeah, I know, I need to get that smoothed off. It was that was part of the landscaping bit that I forgot to do, mate. Yeah, there is a bit of a hump coming in and out of the field, isn't there? Hello again, Ron. Hello, mate. Yeah, this bump here. Yeah, it's a bit of a daft thing, isn't it? I need to get that smoothed off. Yeah, grass harvest is going seemingly quite slowly. It's going to take a while. In fact, we're catching up with each other now, kind of. You're working your way back around there. There we go. Lovely. Wow. Oh. Is that where I was up to? Whoops. Guess that's going to happen when all the rows look the same and I didn't log it in my memory as to where I needed to come back to. But I missed a bit there as well. A few little bits. Can't have that. atrocious. Every little helps. There we go. Nice one. Nice one. That mower's certainly earning its keep, isn't it? Doesn't look quite so shiny new anymore. OCD alert, absolutely. And there's a bit here as well. Didn't even notice that. Spin that around quickly. I'm sure there'll be a couple of little bits that I'll miss, but... There we go. Right, we'll go back down here and pick up the bit that we finished off from before. There we go. And drop down. Awesome. I'm glad I'm not on my own there, Ryan, yeah. It's such a wonderful game for exercising OCD, though. It really is. There's so many parts of this game that you can let your OCD run free, as it were. Keep a tidy farm. Don't miss bits on fields. Little bits missed when you're harvesting. There's one or two bits of soybean or corn at the edge of the field that the harvester's not caught on a corner. Always got to go back and get them. Even if it's like 0.0001 of a litre, it's like, nope, can't leave it there. It's called harvest for a reason. Yeah, hopefully if all of you aren't busy on Tuesday night, and hopefully, as I say, if everything does go to plan, myself and Mrs. Sim Gamer should hopefully be doing a live stream on Tuesday night, assuming everything goes to plan. It's 100, right, okay. I'm trying to apply some nitrogen to my field by the anhydrous mod and into heat, and I set courseplay up and it doesn't actually apply the anhydrous, just as to run in your courseplay menus. There's a setting that it should be there to say, it's, what's it called now? I think it's like seeders apply fertilizer. I think it's that. Even though it's not a seeder, I know it's a it's the anhydrous toolbar. But basically, go into the courseplay settings when you're in the vehicle that's got your anhydrous toolbar attached, and disable that part of the mod, I think, or enable it, one of the two. And I think that's the one that stops it from working. I had the same thing. Cheers, Leroy, mate. Appreciate you stopping by, mate. Good to see you, pal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the thing that fixes it. Run. It's one of those settings, anyway. Like I say, I had the same thing, and it was. I'm pretty sure it was that setting that fixed it. Yeah, please do, man. Let me know if it does. It should work. It should be that one that fixes it. Basically, whichever the menu setting yours is set to, set it to the other one. Whether it's activate or deactivate, I can't remember which one it is, but for some reason that fixes the problem. It's a weird one because it's not actually a seeder. but for some reason when you bring up Courseplay it treats it as such on that particular mod. But it's wonderful, these big American maps, so that you can start using things like the anhydrous mods, because obviously that's not something, it's not a practice that's really done in Great Britain anymore, or at all, ever, and I don't think it ever has been. But, oh, hang on, where am I? They're the ones that I'm just getting to the wrong one then. Silly Billy. Go. But yeah, just getting the chance to use some of those really cool big anhydrous mods on big maps like this is that's one of the reasons why I do love a big American map. Even though I don't believe anhydrous' use is as common these days still, is it? I don't think. £1,375 wage payment. I'm assuming that's for my my lawnmower man, isn't it? Wow. £1,500 to mow a lawn. And to drive my machinery as well. Goodness me. Oh, that's where I left off from as well. Yeah, we're at 1 hour 50. I think I'm gonna call the stream at 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely gonna call time at 2 hours. I feel it's about right, I'd say. I think between streams, next time we have a stream, this will be done. I'll just let it run through the night if I have to. Should have a pretty decent amount of total mixed ration in there when we're done. Right, there we go. Farming Sins, good evening mate, how you doing? Good to see you, cheers for dropping by. Hope all's good. Just doing a massive grass mowing session here on Mississippi River bottom. To be turned to total mixed ration for my giant cow barn. Yep, all good, thanks Farming Sims, all good mate, hope you're good too pal. Hope you're good. Almost 100% again. There we go. Let's just check again how long he's got left still. Oh, quarter of an hour. That's not bad. Not bad. We've got a lot more than that. I'm glad I'm finally getting some use out of this equipment though, because the first few episodes this was just sat over here in the shed doing nothing. We were just doing harvesting for the first couple of episodes, weren't we? Soybeans and corn. Yeah, that definitely, goodness me, that definitely does need smoothing out, doesn't it? Put it on my to-do list. And there is a massive mound of manure in there. It looks... I think the menu said it was about 50,000 litres, but... thinking about it, maybe that's just the visual limit, but the menu said that it will hold 1.5 million litres of manure. Don't be there, pal. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how big this pile gets, and does it actually... it surely won't get all the way up to 1.5 million litres, because that'll fill this whole place, wouldn't it? But, did I create the big grass field, or is it on the map? It's on the map, Doug. It's field 46, I think. Yeah, field 46. I created the area here where the cow barn is. I created that. That was part of this field here. It came in through the trees here and just had this odd little like section here that Courseplay would have really not enjoyed trying to make. So cut it off and grassed over it, and when I looked at the size of the thing, that immediately made me go, ooh, that big cow barn will go there. Because I wasn't even going to do animals on this series. I was just going to enjoy big harvests, and that's where I was just going to go with it. But yeah, when I created this area, it just worked well. So hence why we'll jump into the construction mode. Yeah, it was just this big area here that was part of this field here that we just finished off with the corn in before. But Courseplay would have had a fit trying to sort itself out and going through here, and it made the creation of fields really awkward. But yeah, now we have filled that empty piece of land. Somewhere to house 1,000 cows. That's about how long the manure is, but it gets bigger sideways. Right, okay, okay. Well, I think I am going to have a bit of a think about what to do with the manure and take on some suggestions that you've given me this evening. Consider the seed and fertiliser production system. If I can get my hands on that and find somewhere nice to put it, we will make use of the manure. Because there's going to be a lot of it. Huge amount of it. Right. Drop down, switch on. Here we go. Oh, that's not a bad idea, Ryan. A conveyor belt, yeah. Not a bad idea at all. Yeah. I shall have a think, for sure. Right, well, do you know what? While we're here, we've got the ender there. Let's turn that off and pick that up. We're at 1:55 now, so do you know what? I think I might just... I think we're going to... We'll call it here for the end of the stream, because, I mean, we've got hours of grass picking up here going forward. There's a lot to do. Yeah, easiest option, conveyor belt. I've not used conveyor belts too often, and I did use them in... I had a pretty elaborate system going on Carmsden Farm when that first came out, in the silage bunker there at the cow barn on Carmsden Farm. But apart from that, I've not really used too many of the conveyor belts, so I should really get a bit of experience with them. But yeah, so as I say, I think I'm going to call it here for the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bit done. We finished off the cornfield. We've started making a dent in our grass field, getting it processed into TMR. So, and I think we will finish it off between streams with automation, I think. What setting is that thing in for Courseplay? The one with the tractor, or just if you in the menus run, it'll be this one, and down here when you've got you see here, for example, because I've got the pickup wagon connected to the tractor, the tool settings, it's saying check for silage additive. But when you jump into the tractor, you've got your anhydrous toolbar and your anhydrous tank connected to. As far as I can remember, it's still, I don't know whether it sees it as a seeder, but there should be an option in one of these here for seeders, something about using fertilizer. And if yours is deactivated, activate it, or if it's activated, deactivate it. It's one of the two, and it's that setting that I believe is the one that's stopping yours from working on Courseplay. Because I had the same problem when I was doing mine on Tahitian as well. Yes, please, if you can. Thanks, FARMERSIM Bob. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah, yeah. Hit the like button on the way out the door. Yeah, please do if you can. Be very grateful if you could. It helps YouTube do its algorithm thing. Be very kind. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate your time with me tonight on Sunday. I really hope you've enjoyed it and found it a bit fun. And we will hopefully. Sunday night isn't my normal stream night. Ideally, it'll be Friday night. I just didn't want to clash with FSG and Argsy this week with them doing their competitive multiplayer. Because I really did want to kind of chill out and watch them as well. So hence why I've shifted this week's over to Sunday. But hopefully next week I might be back on Friday. If not, I'll juggle it around and just I'll be here when I get a slot, as it were. So yeah, thanks everyone. Appreciate your time. Take care. See you next time.